Good morning, class of 2013, undergraduates and graduates, President DeCudro, Dean Rice, alumni, faculty, staff, and loved ones who are here today, and all those who are not present who have come before. As the 2009 orientation welcome began, I felt nervous and slightly panicked about the reality of being in a new place with no idea what to think or feel except nauseous. Amidst the "you know you're a Mills student when" skit and the spam chant, I quickly excused myself to the back of the historic Lisser Theater, where a helpful orientation leader, who just happened to be the president of ASMC at the time, attempted to assist me. Before I could say I was fine, I realized I had gotten sick all over this poor individual. So awkward. Mortified from this episode, I resolved that I would keep to myself, avoid more embarrassment, and just attend classes without getting involved at Mills to avoid any further humiliation. Luckily, this only lasted as long as it took me to take a deep breath. Flash forward to a few years later in my ASMC student government office hours, when a fellow student and friend approached me as I hunched 2 inches away from the computer screen. She pushed me back into the chair, instructing me to breathe, saying, "Becca, it will all get done. Breathe, and I'll be back to make sure you do." From this encounter, enlightenment finally hit me, and I realized what I wanted to share with you today, and what 4 years in the collective spirit of Mills has meant to so many of us in one word: breathing. An element that is part of us in so many forms. When we are aware of its power to sustain and open us, we can change our very outlook and attitude just by taking a deep breath. Looking back at the cards my lovely mother has sent me throughout this experience, she too wrote the word breathe on nearly everything and anything I received, as a gentle reminder to take everything in and appreciate the adventure of Mills. This is advice I give to the graduating class and the students just beginning their journey. Breathing in and out is like taking and giving. Of how we spend these breaths in time, gifts, stories, laughter, wisdom, and holding space for one another to discover our purpose. At Mills, breathing has meant the fresh, beautiful air of our surroundings and the open sky and the woods. Breathing is the constant advice and support of staff, faculty, and the mentors within this community, as well as all those who have loved us and sacrificed for us to be here today. Breathing has been the enriching human experience of the one-on-one dialogues, interactions, and cheerful good mornings offered to a passerby. Breathing has been the words written and spoken in classrooms, papers, and reflections that have existed in our time here and in the eras before. Breathing has been standing up for what we believe in and fighting against injustices. To breathe is to be alive in so many ways, and to breathe at Mills has meant to give and receive of one's life. Our class of 2013, future lawyers, politicians, activists, and policymakers, breathe life into justice, while our doctors, nurses, and psychologists give breath that heals and saves lives. Our educators and children's professionals breathe words of encouragement and inspiration into the development of the next generation, while our scientists, historians, anthropologists, and sociologists examine new ways to understand life. Our business professionals and economists breathe accountability and responsibility into the systems of exchange we use. Our journalists, writers, artists, and performers breathe truth into expression. So right now, take a deep breath. into the past and throughout today, and continue to share life with all those whom you will serve and love in the future. Breathe in this year as a graduating senior, incoming first year, first generation, transfer, resumer, bent twig, commuter, parent, graduate, and most importantly, a Mills student. Just as you took Mills in a breath, there comes a time to release that breath. Know that you leave a legacy to be filled again and again for years to come. Always thriving, always breathing in and out. All my gratitude and love to my fellow Cyclones now and always. Just breathe.